Hey fellow movers, if you're looking to create an injury-resistant body, a body that will be able to do all of the things that you love to do for years to come, then we need to add some variety to our training program. We need to train our central nervous system and let it know we've got this. We've got the strength and the mobility to do the unusual. So let's get into it with some squats with a twist. We're going to start with a warm-up drill with some internal rotation at the hips. And here we're sitting in the crab position in the shape of the letter M with the hips 1 inch above the ground. And as we keep the pelvis quite still, we internally rotate through alternating hips in order to bring one knee towards the opposite big toe. And again, the pelvis stays as still as can be. And as my teacher Ido Portel has said, there is no wrong movement. There is, however, lack of preparation and lack of awareness. Here we're seeing a more advanced version of this warm-up drill of internal rotation at the hips as we hold a primal squat position. And again, we're thinking of directing the knee to the opposite big toe. The pelvis remains quite still. Again, this is a more advanced warm-up drill. Respect your body's limitations at the present moment and do what feels right for you. Now we can move on to some of the squats that we've been referring to that will involve some movement variability so that we can train the central nervous system to know that we have strength and control in these unusual positions. This one involves external rotation at the hips. As you start out with these organic strength squats, start small, perhaps just a quarter squat, bending your knees less than 90 degrees. And if that feels good, take it a little deeper, perhaps thighs parallel to the ground. And finally, if you can go all the way down to the primal squat, do so. These progressions may take you weeks or even months. Enjoy the journey of learning your body's capabilities and exploring your body's potential. Now for these drills, we're rolling onto the outsides of the feet. The soles of the feet actually turn towards one another somewhat as the knees press wide as we squat down. At the top of the move, fully extend at those knees and hips and draw the abdominals in. Next, we're going to move on to a drill that involves driving knees out over the toes. Something often told in fitness classes not to do. Well, we have to do this in order to walk downstairs, so I was never quite sure why they told us that. These are sissy squats. Here we want to rise up onto the toes, lifting the heels, open the hips by engaging the glutes, and then drive the knees forward in the direction of the toes and driving towards the ground. Keep those hips open and just go as deep as you feel you can and still be able to get back up. With those hips open, gluteal muscles engaged. For this one, you might perform anywhere from 3 repetitions to 5, maybe up to 10. This one you might want to take a slow progression on. They're pretty challenging. This exercise will not only make your quadriceps super strong, but also your knees. Again, it's one that you want to progress through slowly, build up that range of motion over time, and enjoy the journey. Moving on to some squats with internal rotation. You can start very small and draw the knees together as you're sitting down. And as you stand tall, make sure those knees fully extend, the gluteal muscles engage, so that you feel the knees actually turn out to the sides. As we sit down into the internally rotated squat, we feel the outside borders of the feet lift as we roll onto the insides of those feet. That will keep your toes and your knees lined up actually, even in the internally rotated hip position. You can perform anywhere from 10 to 15 repetitions of this one. This is a great one. From standing, we're going to crisscross the legs and sit all the way down to the ground. This one's pretty advanced. Back in 2012, the European Society of Cardiology performed a study, and they were able to see that the ability to get down and rise back up from the floor is closely correlated with all-cause mortality risk. These exercises can help you to stay strong and mobile for the long run, so that you can do all of the things that you love to do throughout your life. Play on the ground with your children, grandchildren, or your animals. Get outside and garden. Whatever it is that you love to do physically, these organic drills will transfer over and help you to stay strong and mobile for the long run, so that you can perform these activities injury-free. I hope this video has inspired you to move in some new ways. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see more on organic strength, please check out my playlist in the top right corner. And keep moving naturally, guys, for life.